The civilian-led convoy began its voyage to the West Philippine Sea, a historic initiative that's currently in its crucial phase as they head for the vicinity of Ayungin Shoal. The National Task Force for the West Philippine Sea condemns the latest attacks or acts rather of aggression from China after its Coast Guard fired water cannons at a Philippine humanitarian mission in Scarborough Shoal. And the President Bongbong Marcos has been cleared to end his isolation period at home after contracting COVID-19 for a third time earlier this month. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your weekend. I'm Riza Diaz. The civilian Christmas convoy led by Atin Ito Coalition begins its historic mission to set sail for the West Philippine Sea. Around 40 volunteers made up of youth leaders and fisher folk started boarding late last night, bringing in with them in-kind donations like food, medicines, toiletries, and navigation tools. Now, these supplies will be given to military frontliners and fishermen stationed in Philippine-occupied features in the West Philippine Sea. There's also local and foreign media covering the trip, including our very own Gretchen Ho and Ed Lingao. Now, the convoy includes the mothership MV Kapitan Felix Oca, where most of the civilians and journalists are staying. There's also the supply boat MV Chowi, 40 fishing boats, BRP Melchora Aquino, and 2 other smaller PCG vessels. The convoy is expected to arrive in the vicinity of Ayungin Shoal by early Monday, after which they will go to Nanshan or Lawak Island and Patag Island. They are expected to arrive back in El Nido by Tuesday afternoon. Now, as we wait for more updates on the Christmas convoy, the big stories, Gretchen Ho takes us on a tour around MV Kapitan Felix Oca. Let's watch this.
Mahigit 100 na sasakay dito sa MV Kapitan Felix Oca, composed of volunteers at pati miyembro ng media. At sabi niya sa amin, kasya naman daw lahat, no? Kahit pwede na kami, o pinadala kami ng sleeping bags. Sa isang room, katulad dito, ayan, no? Oo. Pwede, 6 ang matulog dito. So, bunk beds. 6 na katao, maluwag naman ang espasyo. Meron pa tayong mga lalagyanan, meron tayong table. At, sapat naman yung titirahan natin for the next 3 days. Hi. Hello. Ayan. Maganda naman yung room niya. Okay naman. Ayos naman, ano?
Yeah, same.
Oo. Medyo malaki itong nasakyan natin. At mukha namang matibay. Laban sa water cannon. Mukhang naman tayo abutin dito. Hello po. Ayan o. So maraming pasikot-sikot. Ito po yung kainan po.
Ito yung nila.
Ayun.
Dining room.
Dining room. Kayo po si...
Ako po yung kasama ng taga-Scopa.
Volunteer?
Opo.
Oo. Hello. May tagaluto. Diba? Tagaluto.
Kasama
pagkain. Hindi, may tagaluto dito.
Meron din,
Hindi kayo. Baka tagakain. Diba? Laki ng laki ng dining area niya. Tapos, canned goods nga daw maging ulam namin for the next days. Wala naman problema yun. Gusto naman tayo makain, diba? Tapos, kakailanganin natin ng mainit na tubig. Dito tayo hihingi at magpupunta. 24 hours bago makarating doon sa aming first destination, which is yung Ayungin. Mukhang papahinga muna tayo.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Filipino authorities have condemned China's latest attempt to obstruct a humanitarian mission in the West Philippine Sea. Chinese Coast Guard ships fired water cannons yet again, this time targeting vessels of the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. The BFAR vessels were on a regular support mission bringing oil subsidy and grocery packs to Filipino fishing vessels near Bajo de Masinloc when the incident happened on Saturday. This comes as the civilian convoy set sail for Ayungin and Spratly Islands. Now, according to the National Task Force for the West Philippine Sea, water cannons were fired at least 8 times, damaging a BFAR vessel communication and navigation equipment. Chinese maritime militia vessels also reportedly conducted dangerous maneuvers and supposedly deployed long-range acoustic devices, affecting some Filipino crew members. Rigid hull inflatable boats were also reportedly deployed to disperse Filipino fishing vessels. In a statement, the task force called on China to remove its vessels from Bajo de Masinloc immediately. They also demanded the Chinese government take an immediate action to halt aggressive activities and uphold the principles of international law. Now, BFAR officials also see this incident as China's most aggressive action to date.
Before po hindi lang sila, naka-shadow lang. Pero ngayon kahit na distribute na tayo ng mga gas, na mga natin para sa mga fishermen, nagbubomba na sila ngayon ng water cannon. Before po wala namang ganun.
Meanwhile, President Bongbong Marcos has finished his COVID-19 isolation today. In a statement, the Presidential Communications Office said the President has finished his mandatory 5-day isolation period. He is already free from cough, nasal congestion, and fever. President Marcos's doctors also recommended him to wear face mask for 10 days during his public engagement. This was the 3rd time the President was infected by the disease. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.